हाय एवरीबॉडी, कैसे हैं आप सभी। तो ये सेशन है पार्ट 2 ऑफ द रीजनिंग क्वेश्चंस रेलिवेंट टू आईपी मैट जिप मैट। तो आईपी मैट इंदौर में तो नहीं आते हैं रीजनिंग के क्वेश्चंस एक्सेप्ट दे गिव वन सेट ऑफ एलआर बेस्ड डीआई बेस्ड मिक्सचर। But yes, in JIPMAT, in IPM, Rohtak, NPAT, whatever other BBA exam I know of, every other exam has a section of logical reasoning. But the type of questions in this section are very familiar. They don't, as in, deviate too much from the basic topics. So let's cover some of these in this session today. Okay, so let's go to the first question. The first question is actually the question of the day of the previous session. This is find the missing number and you have this specific pattern in front of you. So usually in such patterns, always try to look at the opposite numbers first. In case if you don't find any connection between the opposite numbers, then find out for other patterns that may be possible. Okay. Now, the other observation that I have personally in this pattern is that here the numbers are smaller and even then the number is 28. Okay. And here comparatively the numbers are larger, but the middle number is still 12, which is smaller. So therefore, I think subtraction sign has to be involved in whatever pattern there is in this figure. Okay, so first of all, let's combine the two observations that I just mentioned and let's check कि हमको क्या मिलता है. So 5 plus 4 if I do and then I subtract 3 plus 2, I think I will get a very smaller number. Okay, now if I multiply 5 into 4 and then I subtract 3 into 2, I will get 20 here, I will get 6 here. Even if I add, I will get 5. So no, normal addition and multiplication is not helping me. So now let's try to involve squares here. Okay, so if I take square of 5, which is 25, and let's say I take square of 4, which is 16, and I subtract from it square of 3 and 2, 9 and 4. What will I get? 41 minus 13, that is 28. ओके, तो फर्स्ट पैटर्न मेरा सेटिस्फाई हो रहा है इस पैटर्न को यूज करके. सो लेट्स अप्लाई इट ऑन दी अदर. आई विल गेट 8 स्क्वायर प्लस 4 स्क्वायर opposites. I've taken minus 8 square and we don't know what this is, which is equal to 12. Okay, now this 8 square and this 8 square will cancel. 16, we don't know this, equal to 12. So this is equal to 4 and finally your missing number is 2. So option 4 is your correct answer. Okay, I think to very quickly identify the pattern in such questions is practice only. It will take a lot of practice to know what the pattern is. तो मेरी तो एडवाइस यही होगी ऐसे क्वेश्चंस के लिए. एंड यूजुअली ये इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आईपी में जिप मैट आईपीएम मैट रोहतक वगैरह में आते ही हैं. सो इट विल टेक अ लॉट ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. ओके, लेट्स गो टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Okay, this is circular arrangement. 8 students A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H are sitting around a circular table equidistant from each other. Each of them is facing the center such that F sits opposite to D. B sits 3 seats to the left of F. A sits opposite to H, who sits adjacent to C. C sits next to E, who sits to the immediate right of A. ठीक है, तो हम एक एक कंडीशन को कंसिडर करते हैं. लेट्स मेक how 8 people will be sitting in circle with equidistance. Okay, and they all are facing towards the center. Clear? Now first point is F sits opposite to D, so take any one point At least fix a position of one or two people and then create the entire circular arrangement on the basis of that. Okay, so here the first condition is helping me in doing that, that F sits opposite to D. So I will take F here and D to the opposite. Now B sits 3 seats to the left of F. So 1, 2, and 3. So B sits here. Now A sits opposite to H, who sits adjacent to C. Okay, so we know that A sits opposite to H and H is adjacent to C on either side. Either it can be like this or this. We don't know. And C sits next to E. So C sits next to E. So therefore, wherever H sits, उसके साइड में एटलीस्ट 2 सीट्स एम्प्टी होनी चाहिए क्योंकि हमको C एंड E को प्लेस करना है. ये क्लियर हो रहा है हमको? तो यहाँ पर ऐसी कौन सी सीट है इस सर्कुलर अरेंजमेंट में वेयर इन इफ H सिट्स उसके साइड में 2 सीट्स एम्प्टी हो सकती हैं एंड ऑल्सो A इज ऑपोजिट टू इट. सो नाउ अगर H को मैं यहाँ पे प्लेस करती तो उसके ऑपोजिट में तो B होता. सो दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल. ओके, सो वी विल remove this. I will write H here, C here, E here, and opposite A. And now the question is asking me who sits to the immediate right of A. So to the immediate right of A is F. So option C, F is my correct answer. Okay. Let's move to the next question then. It seems like this is a data arrangement question. These are easy. It might take some extra time in few questions if there's a lot of information, and the information is also not very direct. Okay, so let's read this one. 5 students, Abhay, Baruni, Chirag, Disha, and Arman, have completed their MBA from 5 different institutes: IMB, IML, MDI, JBIMS, and SIES. Not necessarily in the same order. Each of them is now working with a different company, A, B, C, D, E. Now the conditions are given to us. So first condition is that Chirag is working with company D, but he has done MBA neither from MDI nor IIML. Okay. Arman has done MBA from JBIMS and is working with company B. Direct information. Baruni has done MBA from IMB and Abhay is working with company C. We have a lot of direct information, so let's quickly form the table. Okay, so we have Abhay, Baruni, Chirag, Disha, and Arman. Okay, they have done MBA from certain colleges and now they are placed in certain companies. Let's quickly write the direct information that is given to us. Chirag works in company D. Okay. Next direct information is that Arman has done MBA from JBIMS and is working with company B now. Okay. Baruni has done MBA from IIMB and Abhay is working with company C. Okay, so this is the entire direct information given to us. One indirect information that is given to us is that Chirag is working, has done MBA neither from MDI nor from IIML. This is for Chirag. Okay, now he has done MBA neither of these two colleges, and IIMB and JBIMS are already taken. So only one college is left, which is SIES. Therefore, Chirag must have done his MBA from this college, and that is what exactly the question is asking: who is MBA from SIES? Okay, so that is Chirag. Option B. That is clear? Okay. Okay, let's move to the next question then. This is coding decoding. In a certain code language, history is coded as this IGVPTLF. What will be the code for physics in the same code language? Okay, so very quickly, let's write this. Okay, so I've written A to Z for better understanding. You can also do that. Sometimes it's make it very easier to solve coding decoding questions. Also, you can verify the answer also very quickly. Okay, so now we are given word history. Okay, and the code is this. So let's first of all, I don't know, pattern could be anything, but the first try that anybody should do is to find out if there is a correlation between the corresponding letters only. Okay, so H and I, if I see, then it's plus one. It's moving one place forward. Now let's check I and G. It's going two places backwards. Okay. Now let's check between S and V. It's going three places forward. I think I've gotten my pattern. T and P. It's one, two, three, and four. We are going four places backwards. So I think plus one, minus two, plus three, minus four, plus five, minus six, and plus seven. That is what my pattern has to be. So now I've gotten my pattern. Now I need to write the same code for the word physics. Okay, we can do this. It's easy. So plus one, this is Q. Okay. Next H, we need to go two places back. It's F. Y, three places forward. It's B. So this is minus 2 plus 3. Then we need to go minus 4, which is R, Q, P, O. So it's O. So right now we have A and B as our contenders. C and D will definitely not be our answers. And the next code for letter I will tell me my answer. Okay, so I has to be plus 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's N. Okay, so my option B is correct, but we will confirm. So C minus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. W and S minus 7 plus 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's Z. So hence that is right. Option B is your correct answer. Okay, not difficult. Okay, so this is blood relations. Puneet is the brother of Anita. Okay. Deepak is the husband of Surbhi and the only child of Puneet. If Rekha is the daughter of Surbhi, then how is Puneet related to Rekha? Yes, blood relations can be a little confusing. लोग काफ़ी बच्चे काफ़ी गलती करते हैं इसमें. तो इसको धीरे धीरे लाइन टू लाइन डिकोड करने की कोशिश करते हैं फॉर अ बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सो वी आर गिवन फर्स्ट इंफॉर्मेशन इज पुनीत इज द ब्रदर ऑफ अनीता. ठीक है, तो पुनीत है हमारे पास, ब्रदर है. सो आई एम डिनोटिंग मेल्स with rectangular box and females with a circle. Okay, so Puneet is the brother of Anita. You can create any type of symbol for your own convenience. Okay, so I put a straight line to sim. For me, straight line means they are siblings. Okay, I use this when they are a couple. You can create your own symbols as per your convenience. Okay, so Puneet is the brother of Anita. Deepak is the husband of Surbhi. Okay, so Deepak is the husband of Surbhi. So he is the husband, she is the wife, and the only child of Puneet. Okay, so Deepak is the son of Puneet. Now, if Rekha is the daughter of Surbhi, so now we are given that Rekha is the daughter of Surbhi, then how is Puneet related to Rekha? We need to find out the relation between these two people. Very clear. Grandfather. Puneet is grandfather of Rekha. ठीक है. सो फॉर मी अगर मैं ऐसे फैमिली ट्री ड्रॉ करने की कोशिश करती हूँ तो मेरे को आंसर बहुत ईजिली मिलता है. ऑल्सो ऐसे गलती होने के चांसेस काफ़ी कम रहते हैं. सो ट्राई नॉट टू जस्ट रीड द क्वेश्चन and try to determine what the answer can be. Okay, drawing such family trees can make your answer can help you in answering in a better way and quicker also. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, series. So we are given a series 3, 11, 38, 102, 227 and 443. I can see that numbers are increasing exponentially, as in the numbers are getting really big. So therefore, I think with practice, I might have thought that the numbers include either squares or cubes, or maybe they have something related to multiplication, in short. So let's try to find out the differences first. This is 8. This is 38 minus 11 is 27. Okay, I think this will be easy. This is 64. This is 125. Okay, so this is 2 cube. This is 3 cube. This is 4 cube. This is 5 cube. So probably this difference will be 6 cube. Let's check out. 443 minus 227. What is it? 230, 73 and 143. 6, 1 and 2. That's right. It's 216. This is 6 cube. So next number, very simple, 7 cube, 343. So 443 add 343, it's 687, 786. Also, my advice after doing certain questions like this is कि आपको कुछ नंबर्स तक के क्यूब्स एंड स्क्वायर्स आपको पता होने चाहिए. जैसे 20 तक आपको सारे नंबर्स के स्क्वायर्स पता होने चाहिए एंड एटलीस्ट नंबर 10 तक के आपको क्यूब्स तो पता होने चाहिए. जैसे यहाँ पर भी it becomes easy if you know the cubes of certain numbers. Okay, it helps. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so a clock is set right at 10 a.m. on Monday. It loses uniformly 12 minutes in 24 hours. What will be the true time if the clock indicates 9:30 p.m. the following Wednesday? So there's a clock. पहले क्वेश्चन अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं हम. एक क्लॉक है, उसको सही टाइम पे सेट किया गया है ऑन मंडे and the time is 10 a.m. This is the right time. Okay. Now after that, clock is losing 12 minutes every 24 hours. That means क्लॉक में एक्चुअली 24 आवर्स कवर हो जाने चाहिए थे, बट क्लॉक ओनली कवर्ड 23.8. Why I've written 23.8? I have subtracted 24. I have subtracted 12 minutes from 24 hours. Okay. So this is 5. This is 24 minus 0.2, which is equal to 23.8. Okay. So this was the actual number of hours that should have passed, but only 23.8 has actually passed. And the clock is losing time in a constant manner. Okay. So this ratio is actual time by the incorrect time. which is equal to 24 divided by 23.8. Now we are given that what will be the true time if the clock indicates 9:30 p.m. the following Wednesday. So how do we approach this? From Monday 10 a.m., how many hours have passed till 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday? Consider the true time. Okay, so that is Monday 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Tuesday and 10 a.m. on Wednesday. That is your 24 plus 24 hours, plus how much time from 10 a.m. Wednesday to 9:30? It's 11 hours 30 minutes. So that is equal to 48 plus 11.5, which is 59.5. Okay, sorted. So now actual time that should have passed from 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Okay, so this time that has passed 59.5 is your incorrect time that has passed because the clock has gone slower. So your updated actual time to incorrect time ratio is, we don't know the actual time that has passed from 10 a.m. on Monday to 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday, but the incorrect time is 59.5. Now understand one very important thing, that the clock is losing time on a constant basis. So the actual time and incorrect time ratio, basically we're using the unitary method, that when actual time was 24, the incorrect time was 23.8. Now we don't know the actual time, incorrect time is 59.5. So therefore it should be equal to this. So now you can calculate your actual time that has passed since 10 a.m. on Monday, which is equal to this. Now just simplify. Very normally, this goes 10, this goes, okay. The answer will come out to be 60. Just simplify and you will get 60 as your answer. Just calculate and confirm if you are getting 60 as your answer. So therefore by 60, what do you understand? That since 10 a.m. on Monday till 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the incorrect time was 59.5 hours, but actually 60 hours has passed. So that means the correct time is 10 p.m. on Wednesday. You will add 60 hours in 10 a.m. Okay, so the correct time is option D, 10 p.m. on the following Wednesday. Okay, okay, moving to the next question. Directions. Very easy. Vijayan started walking towards south. After walking 15 meters, he turned to the left and walked 15 meters. He again turned to his left and walked 15 meters. How far is he from the original position and in which direction? Okay, so he's walking towards the south. Let's say this is the starting point. Let's say this is P. He's walking towards the south and he walked for 15 meters. Now he turned to the left and he walked for another 15 meters. And then he turns left again and walks 15 meter. So we need to tell how far and in which direction is he from his starting point. So the direction is clear, it is east, and he is 15 meter away from his original position. So answer is option D, 15 meters east. Okay, point to point, but only be careful. Don't assume anything. Only focus on the information that is given to you. Let's go to the next question. Rupesh is facing west. Okay, he turns 210 degrees in the clockwise direction and then 105 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction. If he again turns 150 degree in the anti-clockwise direction, then which direction is he facing now? So doing such questions has a trick wherein you only have degrees in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction and no distance is given to you. Please make a note that no distance should be given to you in the question. Only and only you are talking about degrees. So why it becomes easy? Let's say Rupesh is standing at this point facing in the west. Okay. So now first he moved 210 degrees in clockwise direction. This is clockwise. And he moved 210 degrees. Then he moves in the anti-clockwise direction 105 degrees. And then he again moves in the anti-clockwise direction with 150 degrees. Now you have to do one simple thing: associate clockwise direction with plus sign and associate anti-clockwise with negative sign. So plus 210 minus 105 minus 150, which is equal to 210 minus 255, which is equal to minus 45 degrees. Okay, so Rupesh is now anti-clockwise direction from his initial position at the angle of 45 degrees. So that means he was here at this point facing west. He is now here 45 degrees. He is now facing in this direction. And what is this direction? So this is your south direction. So he's facing in southwest. Clear? Minus 45 degrees we got as the answer here. So negative we have associated with anti-clockwise. So from his initial position, he's now in the anti-clockwise direction at a degree of 45 degrees. Clear? Okay. So now this is your question of the day. It was Sri Ram's and Sri Devi's 12th wedding anniversary. Sri Ram said when we got married, Sri Devi was 3/4 of my age. But now she is 5/6 of my age. What actually are their present ages? Go ahead, give a try to this question, okay? And let me know answer in the comment section. Thank you everybody.